Good day to you, everybody. Hey, in this session, we're going to clearly define your cost of success, and we'll actually help you put together what we'll be calling your success payment plan, right? Because this is a step that most people ignore because it literally debilitates them from moving forward. And then we're going to wrap up this video, this session, and literally this series by going back to the worksheets that we used earlier in some of the earlier sessions. And we're literally going to walk you through a process of reinventing or redesigning your lifestyle. Now, this is a ton of stuff to get through today, and we're going to try to move quickly. So grab your worksheets or your journal or notebook, whatever it was you were using, and let's do this. Hey everybody, it's Coach Michael, your Keep It Real coach. Welcome back to My Life Design, the #1 channel for anybody that's looking to make improvements in your life, in your business, or in yourself, in whatever way that's important to you. So today's session 5 of the channel's actual launch series. I hope you've been following along through 1 through 5. Links to the first 4 are down below in the description area. And we've got a ton of information, a ton of steps to go through today. But I want to be clear that if you stay engaged in today's session, and quite frankly in the whole session, and you actually participate in the exercises that we're doing, the benefits that you can get by doing so is literally an improved life and lifestyle. But you have to make that happen. And we're going to prove that in the next few minutes. But let me be clear on this. I can share all the tips, tricks, and steps that have existed in the history of the world, but you have to be the one that makes the choice to engage and participate, to make it personal, so that you can implement these things as action steps into your own life. That way, you get the benefit you're looking for. So I believe you guys know that the fact is that every bit of progress in life has a cost. And if we want to take things to that next level, we need to realize what those costs are. And we have to be ready and willing to pay that price. So I hope that you completed the exercises, the worksheets, particularly from session 2, because those are the tools that we're going to need today to truly understand your personal cost of success. Let me be transparent. Every YouTube guru says never send someone away from your video, your page, once you have them watching. But I don't know how else to say it. This is not about getting a bunch of views for me or a bunch of time. It's about putting out coaching that helps you take life from where you are now to where you want it to be. So if you did not complete those exercises, hey, go through this video so you get a concept of what we're looking for, but then go to the descriptions, go back, and go through sessions 1, 2, 3, and 4. The worksheets in session 2 we need for today to maximize your benefit. Okay, I'm moving forward with an understanding that you actually have your list from session 2, your worksheets. And again, I'm blunt. Your results are going to kind of suck today if you don't have that worksheet in hand. But for those that do, let's move forward. The first thing we're going to look at is the worksheet on your typical daily schedule. Okay, the first things that we want to look at on this worksheet, on this list, are the highlighted items. Remember, we color-coded. So the orange, those were the items that we wanted to reduce within our daily activities and our daily experience. Then we had the yellows. Remember the yellows, if you're looking at them, you go through and familiarize yourself with what you had there. The yellows were items that you knew were going to stay on your calendar. You didn't want to really decrease them, but you definitely didn't want them increasing in taking up time or investing time into. And then the greens. The greens were the ones that you currently do. You just want to engage more of your time into doing those things, right? And then the second thing that we want to look at, so right next to that, is we want to look at the list that was the add to list. Those were the items that you're not currently engaging in. but that you want to begin in having those experiences in your life. So my first question when we look at this, if you're honest with yourself, if you could reduce or delete everything, if nothing was stopping you from deleting everything that's in orange or reducing it to the bare minimum, would the list of add-ons, would the things that you wrote down that you would like to add into your life, would removing all of these or reducing all of these free up enough time to fit everything that you want to add into your life? Okay. My experience in working with people on this over the years is no, they wouldn't all fit. So let's take a look at this real quick. So question number 2 for today is, if we look at our list of all known or possible challenges in making these changes, can we overcome every one of those with our current resources? Right? We put challenges, we put resources. If you went through those exercises, look at them now, and based on our current list of resources, can we overcome all of the challenges that we had listed? Again, my guess, my history tells me the answer is no. So in the last 3 minutes of looking at those 3 lists real quick, we've proven to ourselves already that we have to make some sacrifices. Okay? This is recognizing the cost of success. So now that we've acknowledged that for ourselves, let's give up the right to our sob story that woe is me, I paid so much for my success. Let's just agree to give that story up, and let's try taking on the discounted price, right? If we don't make things hard on ourselves, if we're not looking to have that story to tell that success was so hard for me, then we can actually accept getting a discounted price for success. So how do we actually do this? How do we make this real and implement this into our own lives? Well, one high performance hack that really helps with this is taking on and understanding that everything comes and goes in its own season, right? And that if we practice being willing or being okay with letting go of some things, even some things that we feel we enjoy in our lives or that we feel are necessary, by being willing to let them go, it gives us the space, the head space, the time, the emotional space to receive better things, which means you got to move forward with intent. Otherwise, maybe some not such better things will come in. So when you clear out some space, it allows you to pull in things that you want even more. And yes, this is going to take some time. It takes time just to start getting used to it, let alone time to master. But it's getting started on small steps to build that momentum. So let's be clear on something. Don't doubt that you can have it all, just not all at the same time, which quite frankly, for almost everyone I've ever met or talked to about this, would have been overwhelming, and quite frankly, you'd get bored real fast. So I don't want us overthinking this right now though. Let's keep it simple and personal. So looking at the items on your list that are the yellow and the green, the ones that we want to keep, and including the items that we want to add. We want to break those into 4 buckets, okay? And you can track this however you want, circling them a little 1, 2, 3, 4. Number 1 is going to be the things that are absolute musts. I have to include this into my lifestyle. Number 2s are the things that you really, really want, but they're not quite a must. Category 3 would be the things that, yeah, you definitely want them, but again, they're just a little less important. And then number 4 are the things that are more of a, yeah, that'd be nice. You know, it can wait, but it would definitely be nice. So this step is where we truly begin to reinvent or redesign our lives and our lifestyles. And I'm not keeping secrets here. It truly is this simple. So don't try to overcomplicate it. Taking these simple steps will transform your life, your lifestyle, but you have to be the one willing to commit to taking the small steps. So don't overthink it. Move through the list quickly. If you can't determine if it's a must or a really, really want or just, any one of those 4 levels, then skip over it. Get through it fairly quickly. You can always come back to the list and update the list. That's going to happen. Things change. The importance of things in our lives change over time as we gain new experiences. Now we're going to do something very few people ever do, is we're going to stop and we're going to take a step back. And we're going to look at this list from a very disconnected perspective, like as if it was someone else looking at our list, to get an outside perspective, and so that you're not emotionally engaged, so we can see if this list really makes sense for us. So keeping in mind that you're looking from an outside perspective, paying attention to your lists of your current resources that you have available or the ones that you can obtain over time, are you able to now see that you can actually eliminate or reduce some of the items that you want to get rid of in your life and replace them with things you do? No emotion connected to this. Do you see that? Getting rid of some of what's in red and orange and replacing it with your add to list, the ones and the twos especially. Now, in my years of going over this process this way, I've never had a single client or a single person tell me, no, they couldn't replace anything. So if you truly believe that you're the first one that says, nope, I don't have any resources to eliminate any of the things I don't want and add things I do want, well, congratulations. Guess what? You know what to work on first. It's your self-deception. So don't let your fear, your anxiety take you away from this or distract you from this. Look back at your schedule of the things that are in orange and red and pick out the ones that you think are the easiest for you to overcome, to eliminate, to reduce or eliminate from your life. Okay, the easiest ones. Then look at your add-on list or even your increase list and which ones would be the easiest or the simplest to add to that extra time, that extra energy, those extra finances that would be needed. This doesn't have to be that hard, okay? I get it. It's usually a process that I'll spend a couple of hours walking through, and we'll do it a little bit at a time over 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, depending upon the individual variables. But it can be done. And when you engage personally at implementing this into your life, it literally transforms your life in the simplest possible way. So we do this process first, mentally and on paper, because the reality is that pretty much everything that's ever been invented, or created, I should say, was done so in thought form first, by creating it in your thoughts and physiologically or physically putting it down on paper. You're creating an energy level in you that begins to build some momentum. And you have everything in you that can take those thoughts and that planning by writing it out and that visualization and can transform that into a reality in your life. It's like what Henry Ford said, if you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. So think you can. Okay? It's been proven millions of times. You can do that. You can literally transform your own life and your own lifestyle with small, simple steps. The next step in reinventing or redesigning your life is to actually create a new daily schedule. So the first one we called our typical, right? Our typical daily schedule. So this time we're going to maybe call it our evolving daily schedule, because it's not taking you to that dream schedule yet. We're not trying to jump from here to there. We want to pick 1, 2, 3 of the easiest items to reduce in your day or to eliminate in your day. And then we want to compare them from the old one and literally pull out a new sheet of paper, a new worksheet, and create that evolving daily schedule by reducing or eliminating some of the steps that were on the first schedule and replacing them from either your green increase or from your add-on list. And yes, this may mean you're reducing your sleep by 30 minutes. It may mean you're turning off the radio on your drive to work or on your commute anywhere and putting on something that's feeding your mind, your heart, your soul. These are the small, simple steps that will move you forward. They will get you where you want to go, just not in one big leap. So we want to be real with these evolving schedules, right? But push yourself. Try to make sure, even on a weekly basis, that we're eliminating one thing or reducing one thing and adding to it with something new that we want. We don't want to eliminate, or we don't want to get rid of the original schedules. We want to be able to look at the evolution, at the changes that we're creating over time. Again, this is a process that in our 3-month coaching programs, we literally go over for multiple weeks in a row to create this change. By the time we get to, say, schedule 6 or schedule 7, it proves that by having a consistent intention and a persistence, that it generates true transformation for people. But let's be honest, there's no designated hitters in life. And sorry if you're not a baseball fan, but what do I mean by that? I mean, you have to take the swing yourself. Nobody can do this for you. If you want your life to change, you have to change, period. You have to be the one that changes it. No one else can do it for you. I have a personal offer that I want to make you, but I'm actually going to save that to the end. I want to ask you right now, did you engage in the exercises? I know some of you might be driving. That's fine. I'm talking to you when you come back to the video. Did you engage in the exercises? Remember, nobody can climb that mountain for you. No one's going to hand you an improved lifestyle, whatever it is you're looking for, really better relationships, whatever. You have to be the one willing to take those steps. So again, I'm hoping you're not going through life half-hearted or half-invested. I'm hoping you're starting to gain some momentum of going all in and making these sessions real for yourself and participating in them. Sharing in the comments, doing the exercises so that you can see the benefit for yourself. So if you were following along from the whole series, in session 1, I made a special offer. An offer that the first 1,000 subscribers to this new channel would be invited to a private webinar. And that's still on. Whether we do it all at once or break it into smaller groups, we're still going to do that. However, let me be clear. I said public and visible subscribers, which means I have to be able to see you. If you don't know what that means, the best way is probably Google it. But some people subscribe and I have no way to know who they are. So try to make sure you're public, try to make sure you're visible as a subscriber, and comments. Comments is the key. Engage and get active in the comments, because what I'm going to do is up that ante. When we hit 1,000 subscribers, I'm going to look at the most active people in the comments section who are also subscribers, and I'm probably going to do at least 2 groups of 12, maybe 3, so we're talking 24 to 36 out of those 1,000, the most active. And I'm going to do private coaching webinars or sessions with them where everybody engages, everybody's talking, everybody's sharing, and everybody's answers or questions are going to be brought into conversation, and we're going to build some momentum on them. Why am I doing this? Because it's all about engagement. It's all about engaging and getting results. And we can't do that without actually communicating and working together. So that's that's a personal offer that I'm making to anybody watching this right now. Granted, it's the first 1,000 subscribers. I don't know when you're watching this. It could be years from now. But that's an offer I'm going to make for the first 1,000 subscribers that we have on the channel, and the ones that are the most active in comments. So the first 5 videos, or the first 4 videos of this session, this is video 5, the links are in the description. If you haven't participated, go back to that link, click on it, go through the video, add your comments, get active, get engaged, and let's make this real for you. Okay, I literally stopped the video, and then I came back, cut out the back part, and I'm redoing this. I'm gonna up it. I'm gonna do something else as well. Out of those, and I'm gonna do 3 small groups, so it's gonna be 3 groups of 12. Out of those live small groups, I'm gonna pick one person from each of those groups that everybody that's in there will be able to qualify or for an opportunity for an actual 4-week coaching program for free. Again, this coaching's all for free. So the most active of my first 1,000 subscribers will have an opportunity to get a small group coaching session, a single session, couple of hours, 2 or 3 hours long. And then out of those small groups, again, the most engaged, the ones that are actively engaging to get better results for themselves, are going to have an opportunity to actually get a full coaching package, a 4-week coaching package for free. So get engaged, hit the like buttons, subscribe, and ring the bell so you get some notifications, and engage in the comments. That's the key. Share your challenges, share your successes, share what's on your mind, so that as we move forward with some more coaching topics and sessions, that we can actually direct them towards what's important to you. That way it's personal, it's simple, personal, and actionable. I don't know how many times I'm going to be repeating that every single time you hear me talk. Probably. So let's stay engaged. I look forward to seeing you. This is the end of the first session. Share some comments. We'll do some follow-up if you guys comment and ask questions specific to this series, the 5-video series. So go to the comments. Let me know where we're at on that, what's going on with you. And until next time, live awesome and enjoy your journey.